Hello everyone, welcome back to FE Tech. So today in this video I'm going to show you quickly that how you can implement Google Pay in your React app. So our demo will looks like this. So stay tuned for more action. So welcome back guys. So for this demo I'm going to use Google Pay React button package for the React app. So to start with, let's go to our CLI and create a new project called create a new React app called my GPay React app. So this will create a new React app which we will be using for our demo. Since this is taking time, so let me quickly jump in the section where the app is installed and ready to use. As you see that installation has been completed, so let me go to my GPay React app and I say no. First of all, I want to open my VS Code. So it's open and let me quickly start this app. So as you see that our React app is ready to use. So let's start to build the code. So first of all, let me quickly just open my editor side by side so I can see my both items together. So as you see that our React app is ready to use. So right now we have this sample code is running. So first of all, the first step, just remove this as we don't need this at this moment because we are going to use our code. So first of all, just remove this, and in the second step we will add one h1 tag here, and I will say Google Pay React demo, and here I will just put one border by using HR, and now we can just add a React logo just with this title so let's adjust a CSS a little bit here. Instead of size 40 VM, we will say 5, and then we can say vertical align middle, so it looks nice. And we come back here, and now we will try to code for this Google Pay button component. So first of all, we have to install this package for Google Pay. So let me quickly copy this package, and I come to my CLI. I just stop this application, and then I just quickly paste this, and then which is npm install Google Pay button React. Press enter. So it will install this package in my node module. So the package has been completed. Now let's go to our VS Code. So let's start to include this Google Pay component in our React app. So first, let's import the Google Pay button. From Google Pay button React, and the second package we need is React basically. So after importing this Google Pay button in our React app, let's quickly include the Google Pay component. So let's press enter here, and then we'll add this Google Pay button component. And then in this we will pass the first property called environment, which will be test. And in this second property we will pass this payment request object. And in this object we will having a property called API version, which will be 2, and then API version -0. So these all things are mentioned in the package itself. So in this allowed payment methods, which will be an array, and then in this we will having an object which will having our payment information. And the first one is type card, and then we'll be passing the parameter which will be used for this payment method. And in these parameters we will having a first property called allowed auth methods, authorization methods. And then here we will having a pan only, which will be used for the credit card payments, and then a crypto 3ds, which will be used for another payment methods. And then allow card networks will be an array, and then here you can pass the available networks. I'm currently for this demo I'm using a MasterCard or Visa. And then in the second in the next property, which is a tokenization specification, we have to mention our what type of tokenization we will be using. So it will be a payment gateway, and then this payment gateway will be using a parameters. In these parameters, the gateway will be you have to mention your payment gateway name here, and then gateway merchant ID. When you have a gateway and you create your merchant ID, then you can pass that merchant ID here. And after that we have to specify the merchant info in this property. And then merchant here we will passing the merchant ID basically. And then we will be pass the merchant demo, we will pass merchant name here, which will right now I'm keeping as it demo merchant. And then we have to specify the transaction info. And then transaction info will be having this information, which is total price status, which will be final price, and then total price label total, and then total price, which will be a string. Right now it's a 1. And then currency code, which will be USD. And there are a lot of currency code available in the documentation of this package. You can go and check it there. I will also include the link of that document in the video of this description. And the country code will be US. And then the shipping address required, we will be using this one later. I will show you how to use it, but right now I'm just declaring. And then we'll be this property will be using a callback methods basically. So right now I'm using a callback method, payment authorization, which will be when you click on the payment button to confirm, and then once the Google Pay API authorize the payment and return a success, then you have a callback method, and then you can capture that information in that callback method, and you can use that method, use that information to send some request to your backend saying that the payment has been done, or whatever you want to do. So this is also a callback method, onload payment data. Here right now I'm just consoling. Once the payment is done, it will be consoling the request payment request object. And then this is the callback for the payment authorization. So once the payment is authorized, I'm consoling that information in this console log. and then I'm returning a transaction state success. And there are remaining properties called existing payment method required. I'm currently which is a boolean, and I'm currently setting as false. And then there is a property for the button, this Google Pay button. I'm using color black. There are other properties, white option. You can go and check the document. And then this is a button type, which will be a buy, right? So as long as I think all the necessary properties I have declared in this payment request object. So and the page is saved. And let me quickly show you the available properties in this documentation. So here, if you see, it has a button color which we are using here, button color, button type. So available color is default black, white, and button sizes is also available. Button size mode, button type, buy, plain, donate, long, short. Class name, you can define your own class name. And so environment is a test and production. So right now we are testing, so it's a test. And then once your final, once you go to the production, you can just change the environment name to production. And then this existing payment method required boolean. So you can come to this documentation and read the stuff, which is quite useful to develop this Google Pay in your React app. So it has other callbacks on cancel, on error, on payment authorized, on payment data changed, and then on ready to pay change, on load payment data. And currently we are using on payment authorized, and then on load payment data. So it will invoke when a user successfully nominated payment detail. This callback receive payment data response, so which includes payment data that can be sent to supported payment processor. So that's the objective of this on load payment data callback function. So since this one is completed, let's go to the CLI and run our app. So our app has started. Okay, and as you see that buy with Google Pay button is appearing here. And let me quickly open the console. So as you see, once I click on this buy with Google Pay, it will show a pop-up, and it will ask you to log in with your Gmail account. So let me quickly log in. And it will quickly show you the available payment methods basically. So right now I have added my MasterCard here. You can come and change anytime you want, but right now I'm using my existing payment method. And as you see that in the code, I enabled this shipping address required true. So that's why my shipping address is showing here. But I will show you the functionality of this after this. So let me quickly click on this pay button. So as soon as my payment is success, the whole object is captured here, because this onload and on payment authorized callback has invoked. So both having a same payment information, which is include my payment data, right? And then in this payment data I have my card detail in the description, and the information of my card, basically card detail, my card number ending with 8572, card network is MasterCard, and then the token data. The token data will be used to send the information to your backend. So you can use this information under this callback authorized method. Okay, and as you see that it also returned me this shipping address object, which will be you can use it in the method of let me quickly check here. on payment data change. Once we will having this method here in our code, we will be capturing this information, the shipping address information, and we will send back to the server. So let me quickly show you the that on payment data changed method basically. So let me quickly duplicate this, and we will say to this is our on payment data changed basically, and then we will say payment on payment data changed, right? And we can just remove this. We don't need this as, I mean, you can pass the object here as per the documentation, whatever it is required. So, and in this we have to pass a callback intent here, which will be shipping address. All right, so it's already saved. Let me quickly refresh this. So let me quickly click on this. So so as you see that the available addresses, or you can add another shipping address. So as soon as this data changed, this on payment data changed method will be invoked. So let me quickly show you. So as soon as I click on this, you see in the behind this console log, this on payment data changed method has invoked, and now it is having a new address which I have selected basically. So as you see, this is the new address. Okay, and then once I click pay, then it will return an object with the updated address, which is this we have selected. So this is quite useful. You can use this all method as per your convenience, and as you see that it's very good to implement this Google Pay in your React app. So I hope that you will like this video, and if you liked it, then please don't forget to share and subscribe. And I will include this source code in my GitHub repo, and the link of that repo will be mentioned in the video description of this video. So have a nice day, and do let me know your comments and feedback in the comment section below. I would love to read. Have a nice day and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.